it's Mama Gail. I'm getting ready to start my Christmas candies, and my family's already hollering for peanut butter balls, or Buckeyes, just different what you want to call them. The first thing you do, I double boil my chocolate and my chocolate chips. So first thing you do, you want to put you some hot water in this cooker, and then I just use this cooker to set it right down in there, like that. Now me, I use the candy chocolate almond bark. A little loud, wasn't it? I just lay that down in my cooker. And then I use a whole bag of milk chocolate chips. Now I didn't get enough water in my big cooker, but you want the water that little over halfway of this cooker right here when you put water in it. You don't want no water splashing in your chocolate, because if you do, it'll ruin it and won't harden. Now while I've got this over here melting, I hear it boiling just a second. If it starts to boil, you need to turn it down on low, because you just want this to stay hot. And I'll go ahead and get this started. You need a 2-pound bag of confectionery sugar, 16-ounce jar of peanut butter of your choice. For this candy, I like the Save-A-Lot brand peanut butter. You want a teaspoon of vanilla and 3 sticks of melted butter. Here's my 3 sticks of butter. Now just stir all this up really good. Now it'll get thick, really thick. Now don't lose hope, because it'll get thicker as you're stirring it. You'll think, oh, that's too much butter, but it's not. You can see, look here. The more you stir, the thicker it gets. Okay, that's what you want to do now, because look, see how thick that is? Well, you don't want it that thick. You want to thin it down a little bit. The way to do that is to use Crisco. Put you about a tablespoonful in there. Now just stir that up. And if it's still not hardly thin enough, I'll show you the consistency that you want it to be. See how that's thinning it down some? Now you want to use the Crisco to thin that down. You don't want to use the wax. A lot of people use wax, but I don't. I don't like the wax. Now that's what you want to do. I roll mine out about that size right there. But now you can roll them out as big as you want them or as small as you want them. I don't like them real big. And just put them on. I got a pan with aluminum foil on it. See, this is how you do it. You get them to roll them out for you.
Putting us to work.
Yeah. And while I rest, they're doing a pretty good job.
Brings back memories. This is something we do every year at Mama's.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad if they didn't have their hands in it. See, it didn't take long to roll 112 peanut butter balls. Now, that's what I got to do is put them in the freezer and let them freeze before I dip them in my chocolate. Okay, I got them out of the freezer, and they was in there about 20-25 minutes. And right here's the consistency that you want with your chocolate. See? You don't want it too thick, you don't want it too thin. Then get you some toothpicks. Stick in them like that right there. Then you go to dipping. And you drip off the excess chocolate off all of them. Now a lot of them does them like this right here. So it'll look like a Buckeye. But I don't do that. I cover all of it. It's a little time consuming. But it's worth it when you get it all done. Now sometimes they'll start getting soft on you a little bit. And you've got to put them back in the freezer. Whenever they start to thaw, you put them back in the freezer and freeze them again. Now, they're out of the freezer. It's been dipped. Then I put them back in the freezer after you dip them and let them get cold. So you can put them out bowls. See what I do with my Cool Whip bowls? Fill them up. Put them in the refrigerator. And then they just come in. Take bow and all home with them. Then they eat and eat. And then they take the rest of them home with them. That's the way they do. And I fix these. And I will be fixing probably 2 or 3 more batches. Now I'm going to do a taste test. This is probably the only one I'll get for a while. These are really good, you all. You all hungry?